Let's move on to, how about this? Speaking of another trial that's going down, unfortunately for him, David, he's having this situation, who's charged with murdering 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. The attorneys are now telling the judge they are ready to go forward with the hearing for singer D4VD.
Well, the murder case against pop star David, charged in the grisly killing of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, is now headed for a mini trial that could last days. Eyewitness News reporter Rob Hayes joins us in studio with what we've learned today. Rob.
Yeah, David Anthony Burke, better known as David, is facing a long list of...
I wonder if they let him keep that little faggy nose ring, that little tiny one, like for when he's in prison still.
Horrendous charges, including murder with the special circumstance of lying in wait, murder for financial gain, killing a witness in a criminal investigation, continuous sexual abuse of a child under age 14, and mutilation of human remains. Today, he was back in the courtroom. The 21-year-old singer appearing before a judge in downtown L.A. this morning. His defense attorney and prosecutors agreeing to a multi-day preliminary hearing in a couple weeks. The judge is setting aside 9 days for that hearing. A long list of people on both sides of the case expected to take the stand as the judge tries to determine if there's enough evidence to bring the case to trial.
The average preliminary hearing in LA County will last 1 to 2 hours, and that's a long one. So the fact that this is 9 days, that's sending the message that this will be treated almost like a trial, in a sense that people are going to be there in person, live witness testimony, being in cross-examination, and it's going to give the public the opportunity to learn what the strength is of this case ultimately.
Burke is accused of murdering 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, then chopping the girl into pieces and leaving her remains in the front trunk of a Tesla registered to him. Her decomposing remains were discovered in that car last September after it had been brought to a Hollywood tow yard.
Here's why I have a fraction of doubt that David is actually guilty. And this is why, and people are going to get mad at me. They're going to go like, what are you talking about? He's obviously guilty. All right, racist, wanting to convict a young black male, possibly misunderstood, and it's still all good. If you don't know, now you know, nigga. Like, in all honesty, D4VD, there's a chance that he could be innocent. And I'm going to tell you why. Because why? On earth, and unless you're racist, you'll disagree with me. Because if you're racist, you'll be like, well, he's black, he's dumb. I don't think he's dumb. I think he's an ordinary man of 22 years of age, however old he is, and he is capable of thinking like an adult. Now, why would any thinking adult ever murder a 14-year-old girl, proceeding then to place her in the trunk of his own vehicle? I understand that maybe an impound lot, you don't suspect it to be touched for a while, you expect it to be just kind of go unnoticed. How dumb do you have to be? Like, put yourself in the shoes of someone who does this, where you're like, okay, I got to kill this 14-year-old for whatever reason. Maybe they keep leaving the bike in your what's it called, the driveway, and you've stepped on it, you've tripped over it and whatnot. You're really mad at your 14-year-old kid, so you kill him one night, and then you're like, well, goddamn, how am I gonna kill and then hide this 14-year-old? Okay. Now, in your adult brain, you should go, okay, maybe the chopping up, that's a good idea because they're small. You can already get them into like a bag or something like that. If you put all the limbs, if you stack them like you're packing for a vacation, then if you zip that up, then if you let's just think about this. Where is the best chance? I have so much money. I made the music of Romantic Homicide. I made You Here With Me. Exactly. Like he has money from music. So you can go, all right, let's hire 4 guys to dig the deepest hole that they can somewhere in a random area. And then I'm going to proceed to throw this in the bottom of that hole, have them cover it up because it's 12 feet deep. It's too deep for fucking, dogs to be smelling. We're good. We're solid. It's over. Clean hands. I'm over. It's done. Why on earth would this guy ever put it in the back of his own Tesla? Not the back, the front trunk. It's curious. It's a very listen, I understand everybody's racist and they want to just convict a young black male. And I understand that all of you cheer when Rodney King gets beat. Me too, by the way, because I understand the seriousness of the crimes he committed and the fact that he kind of deserved that beating because of the trouble that he gave them along the chase. I get it. But listen, I'm not the type to convict a man purely on his race. Apparently you are, though. Apparently you are, because you look at D4VD and you're like, murderer, child murderer, even though it's like, you know, I'm sorry that I'm like, I am the OJ. I am the OJ defender, where I'm like, well, the cops said nigga. Like, when the cops were talking about him, they were like, this nigger's not gonna get away with any of this. Then, it sounds like the trial was, like, racially targeting him. And then, like, guess what, guys? I'm sorry that you're racist, and I'm not. I'm sorry that you would have been disappointed at OJ's, acquittal, and I would have cheered for black rights, for black society. I would have cheered for equality, true equality. White people have been murdering people for years. You know what I mean? And he, who did he murder? Some white bitch, Nicole, and then he murdered some Jew, some Goldberg. Who did he murder? Who did OJ murder? Fuck. Let's see. Here we go. Ronald Goldman. There we go. I knew it was a Jew. Yeah, Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman. See, yeah, you guys just love listening to women and Jews way more than you love listening to the black homies. The black homies, they never lie to you. What's with these homies dissing my girl? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna have you guys dissing D4VD because he's an iconic legend who makes good music. Like, maybe one good song. Here With Me is, like, just okay. It's, like, out of all emotional ballads, it doesn't stand out very well, but whatever. D4VD, I'm sorry that you are being convicted, that you are being targeted because of your race. I'm sorry everybody else is a racist, and I'm not. I'm sorry. And people called me racist. For fucking calling Mitch McConnell's wife a communist spy because she fled to China because her husband's brain dead. But me and Marjorie Taylor Greene are going to be remembered as correct. We are going to be the ones who predicted that Mitch McConnell's wife, Elaine Chao, is a fucking communist spy meeting with the vice president of China. And most of you are going to be sitting there going like, damn, it sucks that him and Marjorie Taylor Greene are smarter than all of us.